Today I'm going to show you how to roll film, the bulk film roller, onto a canister. So first you start with the bulk film roller. Some important things about it. There's a side right here that says open and closed. You want to make sure that it is always on closed when you have this door open. When it's on closed, you can pull this tab up and down, which allows you to open this door. This is the door that goes on it, so it kind of clicks on there in place. This protects the film, and you put this lever down, and then you can open it like that to open. It's really important that you leave it on closed though when you're opening it, so I never try to just take this off without opening this first. Then you can take this off. This is the crank that you'll use to roll the film. These are numbers of exposures. I never use this, I just count the clicks, but you can definitely turn this to 0 before you start, and when you roll, whatever it ends on, you'll know that's how many pictures you have. I have a little diagram on here to kind of help so that you remember when you're doing this yourself. But you always start with the rod that goes in the center, and on this diagram I have the part of the rod that sticks out goes to this side. So if you're standing here holding the bulk roller like this, it would go to your left. But it also just matches the picture that I have drawn on there. You're going to take a little piece of masking tape and you're going to put it on here on the top, and then I put this rod right on the end, and then I curl the tape around. You want your tape to be long enough so that it's touching the film on the top and the bottom. Next, we're going to take one of the canisters. Now, that usually has one end already attached to it, although both ends come off, so you want to make sure it's on there tight. I just kind of double check to make sure it's on there securely. And the biggest mistake people make when they're rolling film is that they accidentally go this way. So this little part is going up and then over. You want to make sure you don't do that because your film won't be usable then. You want to be able to put it in here so that it's a smooth transition like that to the film, which is all back in here. Okay, so this is wrong. Going up where it sticks up is wrong. You want it to go like this. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know a better way to explain it. So, I mean, you can kind of also think of it as like this is your camera, and when you load it like that into your camera. Okay? Because the rod always goes down. So you're going to put this in here like that. Then you're going to take another end from the box and you're going to put it on here. You want to make sure it's tight all the way around there. Sometimes you have to kind of squeeze the canister to get it on all the way. Then you're going to bring it down and pull this out and also your crank out, and you're going to let them both in so that they kind of attach to the, I'm waiting for this one to go in. They attach to your roll. I'm going to put the door on and close this, and now I can open this. Now it's important to open this because otherwise we'll have long scratches on our film. So I'm going to open it, and now I'm going to crank. I have to kind of hold this part in so that it stays attached to the reel, and you hear it click. Every click is actually this counter moving. So I usually just count clicks because I don't want to reset it to 0 every time. But if I look here, I'm already at 25. So if you do set it to 0, since you're doing just one roll at a time, you can set it to 0. I'm usually rolling like an entire roll of film for the class, so I just count. Once it gets to the number you want, so here I usually say around 28, then you can let this go, and it will swing back. You can, when I let this go, you'll hear the film kind of jump. Like it jumps back into the canister. I'm going to turn this to closed. I'm sorry, yeah, closed in the direction of the arrow, so I can lift this up. If I can lift this, then I know I'm safe. Then I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to remove my film. Now, see how it's attached right there? It's all 28 exposures are down in here, so I'm going to use a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut it straight across so that the next time I roll film, it's all ready. But then on here, remember this is how it goes into your camera, you're going to cut a little curve out so that you can actually load it into your camera. This is what it should look like when you're done. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know.